Alright, so the name of this video is, do people from the ghetto really gotta earn their respect by being negative? Yes, they do. Because people will preach against you. There are people, what I'm trying to figure out is, can I create a paradigm in my head to where I'm not feeling affected by a male chauvinist and, feeling as though my female identity is weak. Because growing up, when you survive dysfunctionality, all the women in my life pretty much are masculine as hell. I mean, when you're a man, I don't think they can view them in that aspect, but being that I'm in a female body, I don't give a fuck about a woman being masculine or not. But what I will say is, manhood is a concept to me, and I'm rejecting with most of women's personalities, especially the ones I grew up around, and none of them are feminine to me. I think because of being a woman. But if I was a man, I would be a chauvinist. So with all that being said, most women grow up in the ghetto and they little tomboys, and pretty much, there's this perfect identity to where there are some people that ain't going for all that. There are some men that need to feel masculine in their relationship, and I guess that's why you get women that are wearing the pants in their relationship, because I guess when the union between woman and man happens, y'all figure out how to balance each other out. But babe, you're a woman, so they'll treat you better. So that's what basically happened as far as being from the ghetto is concerned. A lot of people get their notoriety of doing negative shit, and they have to take that typical situation and turn it around to a positive one, and then revert back to their old ways. It's typical behavior. I've got so much sympathy to give with anybody trapped in this situation. I know I am. A lot of people I grew up around, they really want to be viewed as, they really view most people in the ghetto as narcissistic because of the dysfunctional behavior pattern, like kids growing up too fast, having sex, and forming gangs based off commonality with others to have a movement that they will die for. My mind is so far away from that, and I'm in a point to where I can't appreciate the neighborhood I grew up in because it's not to be appreciated. It's in my intellectual identity. I really want to find somewhere where I could build. I really want to build my own house on a piece of land somewhere where nobody knows, and I hope my little sisters do the same. But we are born in dysfunction, and most people that are born into what they view as dysfunctional, end up being trapped in situations they can't get out of. That's why they call ghetto neighborhoods, drug zones where they sell dope and all that shit, a trap. Look at the words and define them. You really are stuck in a situation to where you're dealing with crime that you have to survive, and people are being put on pedestals for dysfunctional, for reasons that don't make sense. It's a lot of insensible things that go on in bad neighborhoods, and then when you try to go to the middle class, you're still struggling, and you have to step outside of self and be humbled by the experience and realize that there are people that are still stuck in that situation, and you will have people that are trying to drag you back into that. I don't understand why the women that I grew up around chose to grow up too fast. That mean they had money, and I think that's exactly what happened. Some people in my neighborhood grew up in places to where they was able to accumulate enough riches to get the attention they needed to kind of capitalize off the bad situation. People win the lottery, things of that nature. But being a good-hearted person can bring in a lot of blessings. That's what they try to teach you when you're in your neighborhood. Well, if you do good, I'll give you good. But when you're in a dysfunctional situation, you can be blindsided by that dysfunction. Good people get treated like shit too, but at least they get to die saying that they was a good person. So when your hand is forced and you get kidnapped or you survive some type of crime like that, how do you really appreciate the life that you have? You just have to. It's a humbling experience. That's what they say. Being a woman is nothing special to me. That is going to be my downfall with being at these jobs and not feeling confident because of belittling myself because of men. So for any man out there that feel like manhood is hard, take a look at me. I will never doubt that. I don't give a fuck how much of a bad person you are. So if you able to intuitively read some women that really take offense to chauvinism, or you meet women that don't feel safe around men, or they have bad experiences to where they form that paradigm in their mind, the best thing you could do is go ahead and use the reverse psychology and go ahead and uplift them, because you're coming from a demographic where people are viewing you in a certain aspect. I mean, I will never know what it feels like to feel disdainful, but if people will form superior, have an advantage over you, they will. You know, I never really wanted a family. I just wanted to live a functional life, you know, and that ain't what I got. So there's chaos in my household, and I really don't understand. There are people that live in the projects and they go around and they hurt other people's cries for a reverse psychological detox because of the losses that they've taken. The most thing I've experienced emotional declines because of people like this, and I can't eat the same, I can't sleep the same. My mama chose to give love to a bunch of men, to 3 different men, probably more than that. I seen her on a prom picture with another guy, but that's not what I want to do. I don't want relationships. I want to have fun in life, and I don't know how to feel about coming from a broken home where people have different dads and stuff, because there are people that really want to rain on your parade because of their own issues, and I will never value, all these different people my mom not slept with to the level that they want to be valued. So these people go around and hit lit. So whatever they do, you know what I'm saying, y'all, anybody feel safe, you know what I'm saying, whatever you need to do to feel safe, you do that. I'm an outcast. I don't have a family and stuff like that. All my family members are dysfunctional, so I just live my life every day and hope for the best. I was really supposed to, I really seen people forming an advantage over me, in a general sense, trying to make me a pessimist, and that's exactly what happened, and I don't know how to turn that around in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was fair that we were surviving crime when I was a kid, but a lot of these people, they meant well, and at least we're still alive, and a lot of these people really are capitalizing off the crime they committed, and they really are having an advantage over me and my mom. So a lot of these people play security everywhere they go. If people are muscle, they are muscle. But I can't see no type of value in being a woman, because all the women I grew up around grew up like being bitched in the hood, and they've learned, people, their baby mamas, and their men view this. Well, I hurt my girl pride, but my wife is getting stronger. That's how they had to take it and be optimistic about it. So that's how a relationship goes when you're from the ghetto. You have to get over the fact that somebody may have done something to you, and you have to work together to make each other stronger. So for all my heterosexual relationships, I hope that's what y'all doing. But, I just gotta really try to be an optimist. And if anybody know any books or anything I can read, let me know. There's so many things that I have, so many books I haven't read. And I think the more I read, the more I just get my mind off things, and the more I just get some type of revelation that to appreciate all the things that I think was trying to tear me down or have torn me down. And I'm done.